They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make
King Harold, King's Roulette, King's Club. So we're fresh off the heels of a horse racing good time that's drawn a lot of attention, and some people are realizing that this is the way that you can go forward, and you can build a bankroll that way. You can go and get it done and win without knowing anything about horse racing at all. One of the key things I'd like to bring to light on that, and I have mentioned it in my writings, is that the horse racing Fibonacci does not end until the player says it ends. It can kind of be like a game of cricket. It can go into the next day. It can go into 2 more days. You can do it for 3 races one day and 4 races the next and 6 races the next, and keep going however you want to do it. You don't have to play every race. You can jump around. If you don't feel right, you can wait. It's just that you follow each loss with the correct Fibonacci bet when you decide to bet. And you could decide to bet tomorrow and not today. It never ends until you win the race that you want to win, that you have the profit that you want to have, and then you can begin a new sequence. And you'll win every sequence. And that's one of the interesting things about it. I've done that for the longest time too. It's just a different thing because of my schedule doesn't allow me to go to the races quite like I'd like to, because it's an easy way to do it. So anyway, if you paid attention and you looked at it, you'll know what I'm talking about. You can kind of line it up and see it for yourself. We also got a great email from King Kevin Sprouse today. He's coming back from a cruise where he absolutely killed it and has won so many things, that including follow-on cruises. And so he's having a great time, and we're so happy to hear about it and proud of him. So let's do a low roller today, revisit some low roller things and some strategies, and do that with a $200 buy-in. And it's a low roller, so it could be a $200 bankroll and buy-in. It's a no net kind of thing. When we're talking about low rollers, they're the ones that have so much at risk all the time. And you can play it yourself this very same way with add a 0 to the units, because I'm going to show you how I'm going to play with a $1 here on the first dozen. I'm sorry, we're going to play D'Alembert, so I'll start with $3 and go up 2 and down 1, and I'm going to match it up over there with $3 on the first column, and we're going to chase it around. I think I'll start on the second column so that we are broken up a little bit. So this is a 3 and 3 opening bet. We're going to play no net $200, try to make $30 for building on the low roller, and I'll see can I get it done right. So off of that, we're going to move, and we'll go up to $6. No, we're gonna D'Alembert. We're gonna go up to 5, and so we'll go up to 5 here. We'll move on any bets that we lose. We're gonna change the betting amount, and we're gonna change the positioning. So we got $5 and $5 out there right now, and we'll go to $7 and $7 on the columns and the dozens. We're not using a prompt. We're just moving right to left or left to right. And so we'll go to $9 and 9 and 9. And we're going to add 2 or take away 1 depending on the results. And we go to 11. On the second and the third. Okay, and so we'll go to 10 and 10, third and the first. Go to 9. first dozen and second column. 99, $9 on each. So we're going to 8 and 8. If I'm on the second dozen, it means I'm going to be on the third column. I'm going to advance one in front of the other. And I'll see, can I avoid any mistakes, but I'll probably make some. So going up 2 units to 10. And we'll go down to 9 on the first dozen, which puts us at 9 on the second column. Then we go to 8 and 8. We got to go back up 2 units to 10. And if we're on the third, that puts us on the first here. Third dozen, first column, $10 each bet. So with that win, we're going to go to $9 on the first dozen.
So on the low roller,
Yeah.
Do you, when you're at session profit, do you drop back down to the base unit?
Well, I mean that's a good debate, and I appreciate that debate. I think you got to play to win it, but I understand the debate, and we can talk about that because it definitely has validity, and it could be an individual choice.
Okay.
You know, of the risk reward feeling. Because you do want to protect your bankroll. There's no mistaking that. So, but I'm rolling with this, and so that's what I got, $13. So I probably am making a mistake. Angel's probably giving me sage advice. He usually does. So we're going to go to $15. And if we're there, we're there. And that's going to be $14. If I'm in the second dozen, I need to be in the third column. 14 each. Like Angel's saying here, like you get a big win like that, and I'm playing it this way, so what can I say? Somebody out there in the kingdom reach in here and say, hey, King, why don't you reset? I don't know. We're at 13 on the third dozen.
How much were you playing for?
I think we're playing for $30, but those last two.
No, but how many? What was your buy-in? 200, right?
200.
Okay. So aren't we done?
We're done because
Okay.
we hit 2.
Yeah, but we're done.
Yeah,
we made our profit.
We made the profit, doubled the profit, but it was because of we did keep the bets high, and okay, so this is one of those times where the bets stayed high. So yeah, it looks like a genius. How about if you don't hit, then you needed to be more safe, and so you can decide the risk reward that you want to take. But I felt like continuing on because we weren't in deep toward the toward our buy-in. And because D'Alembert was holding firm, and I do know that always with D'Alembert, don't fear when you go up 4 or 5 losses, because that's when you really turn your money, particularly when you're playing this kind of a trap game with the dozens against the columns, because when you hit the jackpot numbers, well, that's when the money really flows in. And so if you're playing D'Alembert and you're escalating a little bit, know that when you do hit, it's going to have a great reward to it. And also, if you do like that, you hit back to back or you hit 3 straight, you're going to bust right through your profit. So D'Alembert does its best work when it gets up a little higher rather than low. And so just like we had when we were up at 10 and 11, $12 on each bet, that's when the yield comes in. So we did it without a net. We made it again, and it was a very enjoyable series. Congratulations to King Kevin and everything he did. For those of you who are thinking about the kinds of things that went on with the horse racing, I am an aficionado of that game, and I do know it inside and out. I just have found that it's much better to play it this way than to scrutinize so many things. And I've done it both ways, and so you don't have to play exotic bets. You don't have to play pick sixes and all that stuff. You can just let it roll to you, take your money and go. So any questions about the horse racing, ask me. Any questions about this little trap game that I played for today for the low rollers, ask about it. The low rollers get all of our attention. They get all of our respect. And for the kings and queens, you get everything we got. And so we encourage everyone to be a king and queen, of course, because that's what drives us forward. And we appreciate you liking the videos, appreciate new people who are watching but not subscribing. Please subscribe. Please consider entering the kingdom at a level that will get you some of the perks and the benefits. And on this beautiful start of our week, for the angel, the king bids you adieu.